Welcome back to another beer review. This one is kind of a long time coming, at least for me it is. Um, so we're going to start off with Dale Brothers Runway IPA. This was made with what? What did you say? What kind of hops?
Cascade, Galaxy, Summit.
Summit, yeah. So for this is also, by the way, 6% alcohol. Not too high, about average, I would say. Um,
Average for
an IPA. Yeah, and this is just a regular IPA using the bruiser. I love that one. This one we just got today, actually, and it's kind of hazy, so I'm not really just kind of agitating it a little bit. Let's see how good we can get this pour. In the meantime, I'm using a Belgian glass, the wrong glass, but whatever. It's pretty amber. It's pretty hazy. It's definitely hazy, actually. My head's not going down very much.
So drink it.
Yeah, close enough. Get out, brush. It's actually got a pretty good amount of head. Look at that. It's kind of tight.
It's a great amount of head.
Yeah. I guess that's what these Belgians are really known for. Keeping that. Belgians are known for head. Or keeping that head tight. So yeah, it's really foamy. It's really thick, kind of like that.
Yeah, I got a pretty good amount too.
Yeah, right?
Look at that.
It's a great color too. Kind of an orangey, slightly ambery color. Definitely it's got haze in it.
Yeah, it's very hazy. You can't see through it.
This was definitely hazy when we got it. It's got some nice carbonation for sure. See some bubbles coming out from the bottom. So let's try this before we get the nose on this. Well, whatever. Cheers. Can't really smell it that well. It smells citrusy for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That is good. It's not too hoppy, but it does have that bite. For sure, it's an IPA. It's not a double IPA or nothing like that. So it's very sessionable. Somewhat lingering aftertaste. Let me see. The carbonation's on point.
The carbonation's great. It's perfect.
Kind of malty, a little maltiness.
It's a little malty, yeah.
Little malty.
It's got a good backbone.
Kind of smooths it out.
The bitterness is definitely not super aggressive. I would say this is a really good. This is a good example of a really balanced IPA. You kind of get a little bit of everything, you know. Everything is all where it's supposed to be, very proportionate. It's still got some good bite to it from the hops. It smells great. It smells very citrusy. It doesn't have a really strong finish. You get a little bitterness in the finish and the aftertaste, which I like, which is pretty normal for an IPA.
It seems almost kind of like a hef almost.
It's very...
kind of like an orange peel kind of taste. If you have it...
The smell reminds me of a hef. Hefs normally smell like oranges and lemons.
Yeah, if you bite into an orange peel, you have that citrus, but you also have that bitterness from the orange peel itself, which kind of reminds me of a little bit.
Yeah.
Smells pretty good. Smells like
this is really not superly fragrant, but you definitely do smell
it smells kind of bready to me a little bit.
It's got a nice I don't know, this is like a... I'm trying to think of, like, you know how like a cantaloupe smells like, you know, it's you can smell, like, you can tell it's a cantaloupe by the way it smells, but it's not super overpowering, like,
yeah, it's very faint.
The way like the way a pine might be, or like lemon might be when you smell it up close.
Yeah, but this is a little piney also.
It is, but it's not overly, like I said, it's really well balanced. It is kind of a, it is kind of, bready towards the middle. I'm getting that.
A little bit.
Hmm.
Somewhat. I'd say like medium body.
Yeah. This is really good. I like the haze. It actually seems a little darker now that I'm looking in the camera than it is up close, but only like a shade. But this is really good. For those of you that don't know, Dale Brothers has been around for quite a long time. I believe 11 years. Yeah, 11 years. And I've been going to them I used to buy their bottles pretty constantly, and for whatever reason I just haven't been able to find their bottles locally here. I'm not sure if they keep it local in the Upland area, or if they even sell the bottles out to liquor stores anymore. I'm not sure, but I used to be able to find them quite a bit. Not so much now, but they have a great lineup of just really well-made brews, really. Swirling, agitating this around, getting some of that oxygen in there. Yeah, it does work, actually. Do you want a bone?
Last name. No, so what do you give this?
You know what? As just a standard IPA, I'm just trying not to overthink this too much. I think this is a solid 8. This is a good IPA, and I've had sort of quote unquote bad regular IPAs, and this is a good one. I like this one a lot. I think this is very well balanced. If you're not into the aggressiveness of the hops or the bitterness too much, this is the one. You should really try them out. Seek them out if you can. What about you?
I give it a 7. It's very good. Maybe 7 or 8. Maybe 7. Maybe in between. The nose is okay. The taste is pretty good. The alcohol is pretty good, but it reminds me too much of the Angel City IPA.
The Angelino?
Yeah. And we could have just gone to Plaza and picked up a 6-pack instead of...
That's true.
But let's just go on taste alone. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. I would definitely buy it. But you do kind of have to mention the fact that it is very limited. Where are we going to find that? You do have to go.
Yeah.
You
have to make an effort for sure.
Go to Upland, to some random liquor store that happens to carry it, or go to the brewery to find this exact IPA. Yeah. And it's good. But, if you're making the trip, then you might as well pick up other stuff while you're at it. To go alone just for the IPA is not worth it to me. But it's pretty good. It's good. I'd get it. If Plaza carried it or any other local liquor store, then perhaps I would get it more. But they don't.
Yeah.
So it's really good. It's really good, but you get to 7.
But yeah, if you're not quite there, if they don't really bottle this other stuff, it's a little bit of a hassle. So I knock it out just a tad. Not on taste, just availability. Dale Brothers Brewery, Runway IPA. I bought this for $6.50. I want to say something
at the brewery.
At the brewery,
6.1. Right here it says 6%, but at the brewery it said 6.1. Whatever.
Maybe it's different. It probably differs between batch. Whatever. Bear Republic back again. Apex Special IPA. 8.95% for those of you who care about that extra.
It seems more like a double kind of passing. Maybe you want to be a triple IPA, but it doesn't
possibly
say anything.
This might be maybe more a step towards going to a triple, possibly, because they have a double, which is good.
Have quite a few doubles.
Yeah, this is essentially, hopefully, I guess you could say, the first step towards them doing other IPAs. So maybe experimenting more. Who knows? Maybe a triple at some point. A triple from them would be great. Actually. Yeah. I think they do that very well.
Exciting.
It'd be just like Moylan's, the hopsicle.
Oh yeah.
Try to get as high as possible. Take that. This was definitely clearer than the Runway.
Mine came out frothy.
Not mine. Ooh, it's very aromatic. That was the hello.
My my allergies are still somewhat around, so I haven't been able to smell very well for the past week. Not that it stopped me from drinking beer though.
So,
Ooh,
hello.
That smells good. It greeted me with a kiss. How forward of you.
Nice.
Just kisses all around, double kiss.
Yeah,
Italian style,
seriously, that's
European
really
style.
good. That's really good, actually.
Kiss of death. Godfather reference. Whatever.
Kiss of Death is a Godfather reference?
It smells amazing.
Wow, that smells really good. It's very fragrant. Very citrusy. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
That's very
Very
aggressive.
nice.
Very aggressive, but not overly aggressive. Compared to the Runway, it's aggressive, but not
yeah.
overly aggressive to the point that it's like, giving you a sour face. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be we're trying new techniques as far as tasting, seeing if there's a difference.
That is
between them.
boozy.
Yeah.
For sure. Once I close my eyes, I'm like, I can taste the alcohol. Because if you let it swish, it kind of foams up a bit, and it like releases more.
I didn't let it swish. Never mind. I gotta try it again. Hold on.
Do it again. Do it like he said. Front of the tongue, let it swish. Bottom of the tongue, middle, and if you put a little, just a tiny bit, it'll start like foaming up, where it's less liquid and more like head. Not a huge fucking gulp, but
Yeah, it is a little boozy actually when you keep it in your mouth like that.
yeah, it accentuates that.
It definitely does. I get little bits of mango. I don't know why. Bitterness is funny because you can feel it and then it goes away, but in the aftertaste you can feel it again almost. As far as maltiness is concerned, it's not too malty.
No, it's not.
Not really. It seems alright.
It's very citrusy, very piney, very hoppy,
Yeah.
boozy. But at the same time, I think it's not very malty, but that sweetness is what I think the malt is where it's at. Kind of
It's supposed to be
sweetens it out a little
sweet.
bit.
That's what I was gonna say. They might be using different hops. Like maybe in Cafe Racer, they're using some other type of hops than they are here.
I think I do remember the double tasting a little sweeter, maybe even smelling a little better.
I remember, yes, the double
X.
Double X. That one, I remember that one. Smelling a little stronger, tasting a little sweeter than this. Maybe with this one, they're just trying to go a different direction.
I think regardless, it's a very good.
It
beer.
is a good beer. You might
Tastes
be
very
overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, it tastes very good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, you give it a rating then.
All right, it was $8 from Plaza Market. Was there a lot of them?
I think there was like 3 of them left
Oh, okay.
after this one.
Well, it's pretty brand new, so I like the smell. I like the taste. I like that, even though I'm not into boozy beers, that it's slightly boozy. Because if it has like no hint of it, then I think it's like a pussy beer. Especially if it's a double.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I like it all. $8, 8.9. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9, maybe 8.
Well, yeah, that's funny because I'm gonna give this an 8, and the reason why is just because of the fact that it does remind me a lot of Cafe Racer. Reminds me a lot of the Double X. And to be honest, I think I might prefer the Double X a little bit more than this, because It tasted a little, well, I wouldn't say better, but it just tasted a little sweeter. It just felt like more well-rounded. This seems a little bit more elegant, you know?
Maybe not necessary, you know?
Maybe. It's almost like a pussy whipped double X, you know? This is a nice guy version of double X, which is, it's still good, but you know what? I think I prefer the double X, but I still give this,
I'm gonna give it an 8 after what you just said.
yeah, it's an 8. It's, for me, this is an 8. It's a good beer. It's a good IPA. I'm definitely glad I tried it. But if I see Apex and double X, I would rather get the double X. My personal taste.
That'd be a good blind taste test.
Yeah, right.
And the Cafe Racer.
Oh yeah, I try to figure out which one's which. So anyways, pick it up. It's a special IPA, so I really doubt they're going to keep making this. Maybe, you never know, but I kind of doubt they will. So hopefully we will see a triple from Bear Republic. Such a great company, very underrated. I mean, how many underrated places have we, breweries have we reviewed? A couple of them here, very underrated. They're fucking great.
Yeah.
Try them out. If you get a chance, pick it up, see it. Visit Plaza Market, Craft Beer Kings. They always got a lot of good stuff, so check them out.
All right.
And we're out.
See you later.